What's up, GWF fam? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Survive the Slasher, where we are continuing. Well, we're going to begin our little journey through the error story, get into a little bit of the error lore, go over everything that I know to be true, or to the best of my knowledge. It is all so confusing, so try to stick with me. Some of it may not make sense because it's not supposed to, but it's just what I know. And yeah, let's go. So it all begins back when the back rooms became a map in the game. We all noticed this right here, this camera setup with all of the computer monitors and everything. And what this literally was a communication center for Nathan, Error 502, to communicate with us, giving us messages, letting us know something wasn't right, things were happening, whatever it may be. This was his way to communicate with us. Actually, Error 502, months before he ever was introduced into the game, and before this even was introduced to the game, Error was around in the around town in the woods, because this was back in the old map. Or in the old lobby, I mean, with the campfire and everything. So he was roaming around the woods back then. Nobody ever noticed him. Not one person ever noticed him. So we had no clue that he was there, but he was watching, and yes, he was there and sending us messages when the back rooms came along this way. And none of us really ever paid too much attention to it. We would read. I know I would read it and then just kind of brush it off. I had no clue what it meant. I had no clue it had meaning, but it had plenty of meaning behind it. That's for sure. So again, this is where it all started, right here in the back rooms. Now, fast forward a little bit.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
So now we've moved forward to the warehouse. And the warehouse was simply a map when the Saw characters, or the Saw slashers, were introduced into the game. The warehouse actually is an old laboratory. It's got tons of markings, drawings, sketches, messages all throughout the map that we've seen. It's got an old room that you can teleport into that has another communication room where Error 502 could communicate messages to you guys and to us, warning us what was happening, what happened to him, what's going on. There's something wrong. So it's not just a warehouse, it's not just a map, it is an old laboratory that is involved in the Error story. So there's a lot of history there, and a lot to it, and there was more things added today into that map, so check it out. So yeah, the warehouse is simply, it's just amazing, all of the things that go on really behind, not closed doors. I mean, really, it's right in front of our eyes, but we're distracted by other things, such as things like this. So this is when, I mean, this is obviously during an update where Jester Jinx and Bonnie, if you guys remember that update, who doesn't? Well, this is in the warehouse right here. So most people were focused on, oh my gosh, trying to figure out who is that. That's Jester Jinx. And oh my god, it's Bonnie. Well, what we're really supposed to be paying attention to is this monitor right here, and the message is being sent. I can't really make out exactly what all it says, But it's, of course, got something about it being built on top of the town, or the town is built on top of it. So there's something obviously underneath the town. That's a message that 502 has been trying to tell us for quite a long time. And we just didn't really, most of us didn't pay any attention to it. If we did see it, we just brushed it off. Again, focusing more on what's here and what's here. Just really cool stuff that we all really need to pay more attention in every update, in every aspect of the game, in the map, in any map, in the lobby, outside the lobby. At all times, it's not just certain events, it's all the time these things are happening. So now we fast forward a few months. This is to June 1st of 2023. And this is when we had our first glimpse in the game of Error 502. Let's kind of break this down. You just watched it, but let's kind of break it down a little bit, because there's a lot of things in there that I'm sure, I mean, a lot of you may have read it, but back then we probably didn't understand it very well. Now it might make a little bit more sense. Okay, let's go ahead and pause that. Sad Town, USA is becoming a living nightmare due to the presence of Nightmare Nathan, who is Error 502. Test subject was from K&B Labs, who has been fused with an error code. This merging has given him an unpredictable and deadly temperament. Residents of the town are terrified when he makes his sporadic appearances, which none of us really saw him. If anyone saw him, they never said anything. Well, I'm sure if somebody's seen him, they would have said something. But he was making appearances in the lobby, in the woods, which we'll kind of show that here in a minute. Causing widespread damage to electronics and all the devices in the area. Nathan has taken on various forms, but his most common, guys, is that of a spider, and which further adds to the horror factor. So they're just making Nathan out to look just completely horrifying, right? His mastery of hacking makes it difficult to predict his movements, and no one knows when he will strike next. The community is on edge, knowing that one misstep could lead to a fatal encounter with Nightmare Nathan. K&B Labs has attempted to find a way to stop Error Code 502, but so far, all attempts have failed. His unpredictable appearances and ability to take on various forms make it difficult to track and stop him. Until a solution is found, Sad Town remains in a state of constant terror. The impact of Nathan's presence will be felt for years to come, even if he is eventually stopped. They're just, I mean, literally filling the town with fear at this point. That's why it's Sad Town. That's what they do. It's sad. Everything is sad. Starting from tomorrow, June 1st, keep an eye out for Nathan while playing the game. He could pop up unexpectedly anywhere on maps, in the lobby, or even in your own screen. But here's the tricky part. Capturing Error 502 is no easy feat. Once it is materialized, you've got a mere 5 seconds to successfully download the error code. And beware, if you get too close to Nathan, you're toast. That's the fun part of trying to get him. All right, here's where, this is it. This is like a Google map shot of him. Here he is, right here. His little creepy eyes. And this is Sad Town, USA, right here. So he was lurking in the shadows. How cool is that, you guys? Okay, so System Error has joined the chat. Hello. And he sees us. He's been looking. He's been watching this whole time. All leading all the way up to June 1st. He's been watching. No one knew it. And then here he comes. This was so cool. Yikes. And if you guys remember, you may or may not, but Error 502 was glitching out everything. All of the, I mean, if you noticed on that on that trailer, it was all glitchy. If you remember on the warehouse trailer, it was all glitchy. That's what he does. He glitches out all the devices. He's an error code. So all of these updates have something to do with the story, you know, of error and everything that has to do with error. So then there was some like radio silence, not really much going on, but then there was some like radio silence, then the game went down. I'm sure you guys remember that. That was no fun. But then, you know, when it came back, Sad Town didn't skip a beat with trying to make error just seem so frightening and all that fun stuff. And during that time, apparently there were some more tests being done because then Error 400 came into play not long after. We'll just go ahead and watch this one together. This guy here, okay, for it being Sad Town, USA, this dude is so happy and is so cheesy.
Roblox title, Survive the Slasher, the video game.
Survive the Slasher.
The team at Playbox is working to find a solution.
Yeah, sure were. Glitchy. Okay, glitchy. All right. So if you notice, we're watching this through a TV. This isn't on our screen. We're watching it through someone else's TV. Like, so we're seeing it again through someone else's eyes. That's kind of the idea behind this. So someone is watching, and it's not only us.
We remind you to remain calm.
Remain calm. Panic.
Be asking, will survive the slasher ever return? The world may never know.
Oh, it did. All right, it did. And then, of course, we had that. All of the amazing things, you know, when the game came back, Stitch Shade, Sweet Susie, Night Predator, a bunch of really amazing things. The addition of the map, the neighborhood map, which is so cool. And actually, I have something cool that D-Stack showed me. So this is kind of like, this is definitely zoomed in whenever we saw our first glimpse at the neighborhood in, I think it was maybe in a sneak peek or something. If you zoom in really close, look at that. You can see Stitch Shade in there, just chilling in the neighborhood. It was pretty cool. Also digressing a little bit, going back to the warehouse. So you see this on the wall inside the teleportation room. We've got a lot of interesting thing here. Obviously the teleportation thing here. We've got somebody looking at his shadow who basically was human but is not human at the same time, similar to Error 502, Nightmare Nathan himself. Okay, then we got the alien spaceship over Sad Town. All just really interesting stuff, and that's all inside the warehouse as well. So, I don't know. It all just ties in together, that's all.
Gas prices at the local station have gone up 2 cents in the past week. This comes with an intense cold front roaring its way towards our town within the next few weeks. You can certainly expect up to 5 inches of snow. In other news, a local citizen went missing last night. A video has been released by the police showing the gruesome attack last night at the Liberty Market restaurant. Police have provided us with the footage. Please note, this video is graphic. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, so now error 400 is come into play, right? So you guys just watched this video. If you remember, the guy said another citizen has gone missing. And check this out, it's super glitchy. So it's certainly not just another trailer. This is from inside this system error, the somebody else's device, I guess you could say. Okay, right here, pause. So this is through somebody else's TV also, but if you see the puppeteers, right? And you know error 400 has the puppeteer thing above her, and there's some significance to that about her being controlled. She is not in control of herself. She's being puppeteered around. She has no control over herself, and that's kind of the idea behind that. This is so creepy. Okay.
This just in. Gas prices at the local station have gone up 2 cents in the past week.
That's sad.
This comes with an
Check it out. See back here? The face on this guy? That doesn't look like a happy face. That's a sad face, right? But this guy is so happy. Like, just making everything sound peachy, but it isn't.
intense cold front roaring its way.
Cold front, that's sad.
Within the next few weeks. You can certainly expect up to 5 inches of snow. In other news,
And then the cameraman kind of zooms in right there on this sad face. Yikes. And Sad Town is Sad Town. I mean, you got houses for $50,000 that don't even have kitchens and furniture or nothing going on in there. It's just cheap and sad. It's just how it is. It's the ploy. It's what's the fun part about it all, I guess.
tonight, a video has been released by the police showing the gruesome.
Wait, let me kind of rewind here.
Released by the police. In other news, a local citizen.
A local citizen has been
A video
has
been
turned up,
released by
disappeared, or
police
whatever he
showing
said.
the gruesome attack last night.
Yeah, so that's Nancy. Okay, Nancy was taken, and let's kind of like fast forward here a little bit. And then, so now Nancy and Nathan know each other, right? And this is their communications between back and forth to each other. And if you notice, Nathan and Nancy don't really seem that mean or that bad. They're just having a casual conversation. They even say they miss each other. Okay, oh, so creepy. Air 400, 502, Nancy. Hi, Nancy, Nathan says. Glad you could make it. Happy for us. I missed you. Hi, Nathan. What about the rest of them? And then this is Morse code. Error 502, Nathan is sending Morse code. And I forgot, honestly, I didn't get to write down what I was told that was, and I forgot. But something about warning them or something. Are you sure it's a good idea? They need to know, he says. And that's why we always see these messages on the screens giving us warnings. Error 502 and 400 now have been warning us. They're trying to tell us there's something under the town. There's more to this. There's something going on. So yeah, and now we're all starting to pick up on it. Now it's all starting to we're starting to see it now more often than we did before, which is awesome. We should. That's what they want. Okay, now you guys, now we're getting into some more recent stuff. This is about a month ago when the creator teaser was thrown our way. How sick is this? I can't wait till this comes out. Look at that, it's all glitchy, love it. It was such a quick one, but so good. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna leave it there for now, okay? We went over quite a bit today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got a little bit of information that maybe you didn't know. I think you did, because I know I learned a lot the other day, and I just wanted to share what I found out with you guys. And yeah, I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. I appreciate all the love and support. Yeah, see you in the game. Until next time, much love.